You ever been to Italy?
Yes, when I was very little, we were robbed on the train from Nice to Venice, so it wasn't a great trip.
You were robbed?
Yes, our whole train was robbed.
By outlaws?
By Italian train thieves. They actually...
This is the greatest story I've ever heard.
But apparently they drugged us.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Really?
Sadly, yes. I woke up to my dad screaming, "We've been robbed!"
Oh, no!
Yeah, you're kidding, but they stole my Game Boy games, which was devastating to me at the time.
This is a terrible story.
Yes. So apparently someone else, there was a British woman who was writing an article about Italian train thieves. So she and her husband were taking turns staying up all night, feeling like it might happen. So the guys came into their compartment, grabbed their suitcase, and her husband chased the train thieves down the hallway, and they're rifling through the bag as they're running, and they go, "Oh, you don't have it." I can't do an Italian accent. Pretend it's an Italian accent. "You don't have anything great," and threw it back. He didn't pursue them further, but yeah, they robbed our whole train.
How did they administer the drugs to get you to fall asleep?
They said, this sounds ridiculous, but it's true. They said they apparently sprayed something in our room that made us all knock out and not wake up because, oh, they were also in cahoots with the train conductors. So they had the keys.
I didn't even see that coming.
I know.
I didn't even see it coming.
I know. They had the keys to all of our train compartments.
Oh, no!
Yes.
We really should do a movie about this. Where's me thing? I had the best one of the day.
That didn't work out.
Not wicked like this, then.
Oh!
Oh, yeah.
Not like that.
Not so sweet anymore,
No.
am I?
No. Not like that.
Do you want this?
I'm okay, actually.
You don't, what, you don't want?
Fine, but I hear that you've got the
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. The robot skeleton's coming on Monday. This was my
What's his
fill-in.
name?
Jeff Peterson.
Jeff Peterson.
Yeah.
I really like that.
I know, I thought
do.
you would.
I think it's really nice. Yeah, I really like it.
No, so this was my kind of fill-in, because I needed to have a robot skeleton for a while. And
Okay, so that was just like a teaser.
yeah, well, this is just a head.
And what's his name, the head?
This one doesn't have a name. You could name him if you want.
It seems kind of unfair he doesn't have a name.
I know, we should probably give him a name. What about...
Oh, God.
Simon.
I like Simon.
Simon's a nice name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your
Okay.
band's rubbish. Yeah.
I like Simon. He'll do. He's cute. And
I had, in all honesty, I had my most embarrassing moment on the set of that movie a couple weeks ago.
Till now.
Until now,
Yeah.
obviously. But I find that at work, much like you, I'm rarely caught off guard. Like, you can kind of work through any joke, and sometimes I feel like I make a living embarrassing myself. And towards the end of the film, I play a publicist, and I'm giving my brother a wedding gift, and I'm supposed to introduce Hall & Oates. And I say, I had a tough time deciding what to get you, but then I found the perfect gift. Ladies and gentlemen, Daryl Hall and John Oates. So on the day, I have the entire cast in front of me, Daryl Hall, John Oates right behind me.
The real
as
ones?
if they were here. Oh, yeah, the real ones.
Oh, wow.
I get up stage and I say, you know, it took a long time to figure out what to get you guys for your wedding, but then I thought, the perfect gift. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no!
Completely blanked on where I was, what I was wearing. I mean, no idea. Completely forgot their names. I mean, they're music icons, Craig. Even you know that.
Yeah, too, yeah. Were you a little...
No, believe it or not. I mean, I had a lot of Diet Coke, yes.
Okay.
But the thing was, because they're not Hall & Oates, they like to go by their first names, so Daryl Hall and John Oates. And all of a sudden through my head, I was going, Dick Hall, Mickey Oates, Ron Hall, Jimmy Oates. And I was going through all these things in my head, and I couldn't, and I was looking at my cast, completely caught off guard, and they're all whispering it to me. So finally, I yelled the name, run off stage, and then I came home, and my boyfriend said to me, you know what you should have said? Ladies and gentlemen, Daryl Hannah and Quaker Oats.
Yes. Yes.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But it won't be in the movie, but I do kind of hope that it will be on the DVD extra somewhere. My most embarrassing moment, because it's just utter fear.
I want to ride the horse.
All right, come on.
Can I get on there?
Yeah. You might have to... Right,
Okay. Like that?
They've got, you got, kangaroos? Have you got kangaroos?
I have pet kangaroos.
Oh, stop.
No, I do.
Really?
Yeah. My dad, he decided after he retired he wanted to have his own private wildlife sanctuary.
Wow, what did he do?
As you do.
Yeah, really?
He was an investor and he decided to buy kangaroos, and so we have pet
Smart
kangaroos.
decision investment-wise, I would imagine.
I know.
Get your money in kangaroos, mate. That's where the future is.
But yeah, so I have Radar, Tibby, and Charlie.
You really have...
Yeah, yeah,
That's
they're my
adorable.
pets.
In that case, do you recognise these? These are...
Oh my God, can I feel it?
I do. Yeah, that's what they are. They're
Can I
Carrie
feel
Fisher brought them in. Yeah, go on.
Ew. Oh my, why did I expect it to squeak?
Hey, you're the one with the kangaroos. You tell me. I drew a face on them to make them
what
less
is that?
threatening. Well, I wanted them to be less threatening to certain guests.
Oh my God, wow, they're a little bit threatening. That's full on.
Really? That's...
Yeah. What is that?
Would you say, could you guess the average weight and size of a kangaroo from just the testicles?
I don't know. That must be a pretty big kangaroo. Did you like my cupping? My cupping action.
Yeah,
what was that?
it's pretty good.
Oh dear.
Yeah, took me back to the crazy horse in Adelaide there for a minute.
Okay, this is for you.
Thanks very much.
I heard you like cats.
I do, I love cats. And it's a cat, he's got a little chicken leg. A chicken is...
It's Ken from your book. Because you said in American on Purpose, you had a 40-pound white cat that broke into the fridge and stole the chicken leg out.
You read my own... You read my book! All right. No, look, we're not so bad that... Actually, yes, you're right. Well, thank you so much. That's adorable. I'm going to put it right up here, next to this thing that I can't tell you what it is. Thank you. And did you get in for Jeff?
I did.
Ooh, goody. A skeleton dinosaur. My favorite. Well, I think we all learned that Fiona's a lovely girl, everybody. Right, Jeff? Right. Good night, everybody. Good night. Pleasure dungeon. Fancy mouth organ, awkward pause, or do you want to go for the big cash prize?
Big cash.
Yeah, you do. What time is it, Shadow Steve?
Time for the big cash
Big cash prize. $50 American in a bag with a dollar sign on it. In quarters. In quarters. So you can use it for parking. Yes, exactly. That was good acting there. That was good acting.
That was good.
Now, there are 3 ways to win. Count them 3 ways. You can either answer a question, you can guess what's in my box. Here's how that works. I imagine a box in my head. I don't know what's in it. Only Jeff knows what's in it. You try and guess what's in it. If you're right, you win the money. If you're wrong... Or... the new option, can you guess what Her Majesty the Queen is thinking? We've imagined a scenario where Her Majesty the Queen has been wrongly imprisoned. And we're trying to guess what she's thinking. I'm not trying to steer you.
This is what you want me to do.
Well, I'm not. I'm fond of this one because it's new. Plus, I'm very fond of it. It's her Jubilee year.
Okay, Queen's thinking.
All right, you want to guess what the Queen is thinking?
Okay, she's
All right.
thinking.
Hold on.
Oh, what?
I have to set it up.
What? I don't under...
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
What am I thinking?
Who
Ooh la la.
is Tawdry Bobble? Oh, I just said that.
Rocky Dingo.
Does that matter? Did I screw it up?
You swore in front of Her Majesty the Queen. I'm sorry, Your Majesty, that's just the kind of language you're going to hear in prison, unfortunately.
I'm so sorry.
However, it was what I was thinking, so you win $50. Hey, oh, by the way, quick update. Remember when you came here last time, you had just come back from Australia?
Yes, yes.
And you gave me those kangaroo testicles.
Yes, I gave you.
Right, you gave me a set of kangaroo... No, you're probably wondering, Craig, where are the kangaroo testicles that I brought
upset.
you?
Yeah,
Right,
also, I
well,
wasn't- okay.
good news.
Great news, what?
Well, one of the guests here was going to the North Pole. I said, well, you'll need good luck. Take my kangaroo testicles. As long as you bring them back.
Yes,
The gift from my
because
friend Carrie.
and you had a lot of luck from them.
Here's them at the North Pole.
That is awesome. Thank you so much. And are they bringing?
They're going to come back. Yeah, Wendy Booker's bringing them back, right? And she's saying them. And look, these little they made it all the way on their own. Look,
Oh,
their little
they
testicle
walked.
footprint.
I didn't know they walked.
Well, they're
so
kangaroo.
awesome.
No, they're kangaroo testicles. Kangaroo testicles.
I
They
know.
bounce.
Sorry.
Welcome back. My next guest is an extraordinary woman. She's the first person with multiple sclerosis to reach the North Pole, and she took my balls with her. That's not a joke. All will become clear. Please welcome the remarkable Wendy Booker, everybody. Wendy Booker. So did the balls get smaller when you were taking them there?
Oh, we need to talk about the balls.
Yeah, where are they?
Oh, I'm going
You did bring them back. Oh, there they are.
Oh, there they are.
Welcome back. There they are. Return. Look, they've still got their little happy face on them, and now they've got a hat.
Do you know how much pressure there is taking someone's balls to the North Pole?
Is that code?
No. You put me under a lot of pressure, I realized.
Well, it was a good luck charm. I mean, because when you were here before the expedition, I was like, oh, this is a dangerous thing. And I thought maybe the kangaroo testicles would help you on your way. And you took some photographs.
A lot of photographs.
Maybe see them? So listen, your mother was Scottish, your father was Italian.
That's right.
Have you been over to the old countries, either one of them?
I have. I took my mother back to Scotland, which was an interesting... She hadn't been... You know, my mother came to this country when she was 11 by herself. It was a very sad story. My grandmother had run off with another man. My grandfather had 6 kids to raise. My mother was the youngest, and he couldn't afford to take care of one of the kids. So they put her on a boat, and they sent her to America.
Wow.
So she comes here when she's 11 by herself. And so I said, Mom, I'm going to take you back to Scotland. Oh, well, don't you want to go? Oh, well, I can't figure out why she doesn't want to go, you know? Because I know she wants to go.
All right.
So it turns out my father, who was a prize fighter, very loud Italian guy, he took my mother down to get her citizenship papers. And to become a citizen, if you had more than 5 questions wrong, you didn't pass.
Wow.
So my mother got 5 questions wrong, and the 6th question was, what is the U.S. Constitution? And my mother said, it's a boat. And the judge said, well, you fail. My father said, what? It's a boat. It's in Boston Harbor. It's a boat. No,
It is a boat.
So my father argued with the judge. The judge went, oh, fine. Get out. You're sick. Get out. So 60 years go by, and my mother is afraid that the judge has put a note somewhere.
Don't let her back in.
So I take her down to get her passport, and she's shaking like this. And finally I go, Mom, what's the matter? Well, I'm afraid that... And she tells me the story, and I go, I think you're fine, Ma.
Yeah, oh dear. 17.99, glittery ball and a little bit of tape. Make yourself a little Studio 54 in your apartment.
Yeah, just like in the old days in New York.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, you're
trying to sell it, trying to sell it.
No. You think I didn't do a good enough job?
No, you did a fine job.
No. It was a passive-aggressive stab at the way I was going to know it was. I don't know you.
A piece of this? You want a piece of this?
A piece of what? This? I don't want a piece of that.
Yeah, come over here. I'll slap you to death. Yeah, come over here.
Do you know what? I wish other late-night talk show hosts that weren't working today because it's Memorial Day would phone me or something. Hello?
Hey, it's Jay Leno. Jay Leno, how you doing? That's good to talk to you out here cooking some meat, you know, cooking a little bit of Let's see if I can get that glittery ball. You know, looks pretty good there. A good deal. It's not bad.
$17.99?
Yeah, they're throwing the tape for free. Studio 54.
It's like Jay Leno as a fly. be back in 8 months. Can never get rid of him, can you?
Well, I wonder if other late night talk shows.
Who else?
Hello?
Hey, it's Jimmy Fallon. Oh, it's great, that ball. Oh, I want to get... Whoa.